Youhu, a special edition of my poetry collection, and signed by myself. With welcome.
Youhu, a 4-star glacier resonator releasing in 1.3. Despite being a young girl, she isn't afraid to get up and personal with the enemy, and so her weapon of choice are the gauntlets. To start her kit, we'll first have to explain her forte, as it is involved in every other part of her kit. Remember the 4 tiles we saw in her promotional video? That's an important part of her kit. These symbols are the vase, tripod, chime, and a mask. There's also a scepter apparently, but that wasn't shown in the video. When she has these tiles, her basic attack will be enhanced, with it being different based on the tile she has. For what each symbol does, no clue. Like, the leaker hasn't even said anything about it yet. All we know at this time is that the vase has no effect, which could mean that it's getting removed completely. We also know that some of these tiles could allow the attack to be triggered remotely, which could also imply either a trap or a ranged attack. These tiles last only for a short time, though the time wasn't listed, so yeah. And if it isn't used, it would get replaced by another tile drawn. And if she has 2 of the same tile, after performing her special attack, she can perform another attack by holding the normal attack button. When she uses this, she will do some sort of beat up of the enemy, which, based on the description, sounds like it might come from like a comedy cartoon where 2 people fight and they create all these dust clouds. The video probably always shows one thing about, not sure why I'm repeating it. Now, for how you get these tiles, as I said earlier, that has to do with the rest of the kit. Her skill has to do some damage to the enemy before jumping back a bit and drawing a tile. With the tile she gets being randomized, that's why I said draw a tile, not get a tile. Whatever. Her intro just deals damage and she draws a tile. Though now, let's talk about her liberation. This ability is a little bit more interesting. When you cast this ability, she first creates a field which does damage over time to the enemy. And then... yeah, she sure just freezes time. While time is stopped, a selector appears in which she gets to select any one of her 4 tiles, or 5 if the waste remains. Once a tile is selected, time unfreezes and the battle continues. Oh, and her enhanced basic draws a tile as well. Not sure how that works, but that was what the leak said. Her outro is also something interesting. It's not known whether this is for the incoming resonator or for the whole team though. The outro specifically provides coordinated attack damage deepen, which as of now I don't think any character really uses all that well, since there aren't any characters who does considerable enough coordinated attack damage. Currently the characters that have coordinated attacks are Ranwu, Morlefi, Baiji, Verena, Yilin, Zezi, Jian, and Kacharo. Yanwu does little to no damage, Morlefi is more just used as a heavy attack buffer for Jian, Baiji and Verena are healers, and no one cares about Jian or Kacharo's coordinated attacks, because I'm pretty sure almost no one even knows they exist. That just leaves Yilin and Zezi, who both have their own issues, mainly just being how low their coordinated attack damage is, though it's still a large part of their damage. This puts this outro in somewhat of a limbo since we don't know how good it'll actually be until a good enough coordinated attacker arrives. So that's all we know as of now. We still don't know what her passive talents or sequences are. We also don't know what some of her other abilities do. Nor do we know any of her motion values. So there'll probably be a follow-up once those are known, which would probably be in a week's time. Actually, by the time I upload this video, I'm not sure how long it will be till then.